All right, Shalom. This is Shalomar from the Great Millstone Atlanta camp. Before I get started in this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect. All right, so I want to get into this show that's on that just came out on Netflix. I haven't watched it yet, but it's about this guy Jeffrey Dahmer. And back in the early '90s, I actually remember when this happened. Um, but this guy was labeled a monster for what he was doing to people, and he was pretty much preying on uh, the alphabet people, the men. Uh, some of his victims was like 14 years old, some was like in their 30s. So it was mostly alphabet uh, so-called black men. All right. Now, in a way, or not in a way, but that's actually righteous judgment because, according to Leviticus 20 and 13, you can't do that. You should be put to death. So this guy was laying with these men, and afterwards he'll put them to death, but he was eating them too. Now, if you go back to the history of Esau Edom, the so-called white man over here in the United States, what he was doing to all people during slavery from the 1600s to the 1800s, what were they doing? They was raping our men, and they was eating them. I'm not trying to say every time they raped the man they ate them, but it's many accounts in history where Negroes were being cooked and eaten, and they were also being raped. All right, so um, of course, Esau is the sword. Nowadays, if you part of that alphabet community, the world kind of stands up for you because this world is wicked as hell. But back in the '90s, it was it wasn't as popular as it is today. But still, back then, you had those people still around, and hey, that's judgment from the Lord. He used this guy. He kind of twisted his mind a little bit, where he was able to you know uh deal with these so-called Negro, mostly Negro alphabet men, and lure him to his house, lay with him, and kill him, and then eat him. So, and then the guy got his judgment. I think he served maybe 3 years in prison, um, and his cellmate killed him, beat him to death. All right, so basically the movie is this movie right here. All right, so if it's on your spirit to check it out, check it out. This guy was kind of twisted, but hey, that's just how Esau Edom is. All right, so we're gonna get a couple of scriptures. I'm gonna start off in Leviticus 20 and 13 because hey, like I said, this is not limitations. Leviticus. This was righteous judgment, for these men, the way they live. It says, if a man also lie with mankind as he lies with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. So this guy was laying with, these men were laying with each other, and afterwards they were murdered. All right, it says, they shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Right. So, it's some wicked, evil spirits out there that's just set out there to bring judgment. A lot of it are these crooked Edomite cops that's killing Jake. I'm not saying all of the men were wicked that get shot by the police, but pretty much all of them, most of them are. And overall, it's judgment. Yep. So, but in this case right here, hey, that's the Lord is about to really turn up on this alphabet crew. You're gonna get all kind of judgment real soon. None of you gonna make it to the kingdom. None of you. The scriptures say that. As a matter of fact, let's get it. First Corinthians, um, chapter 6, verse 9. It says, "Know ye not that the unrighteous shall inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua?" All right. It says, "Be not deceived." So right now, this world making you think that, you know, to be like that, it's okay. You can be accepted. You know, you get more rights than the average person. And it's not okay. You know, we all know somebody like that. We work with people like that. We got family members like that. Hey, but you know, only 1/3 of our people gonna make it, and none of them gonna be uh part of that alphabet crew. Now the Lord can do what He wants. He may be able to change these men's mind and these women's mind, change their heart and their spirit, and you know, bring them into the truth, and they repent. You know, I mean, that sin is worthy of death. If He don't put you to death first, I mean, you can possibly be saved. But most people that live that lifestyle, they don't go back. The only way they get out of it, most of them, is through suicide. All right, and that's you have a really high chance of dying of suicide if you part of that particular group. It says, "Be not deceived, neither fornicators." Fornication is basically unrighteous sex acts. You know, righteous sex acts can be labeled as marriage. That's what marriage is, or marrying. It's having sex, a man and a woman. Anything other than that is fornication. All right. It says, "Nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind." So if you're an effeminate, you actually abusing your body with mankind. That's abuse, you know. But it's just some twisted people out there. That's why we got scriptures like this to lead all people how to live. But you're not gonna hear this in the world and in the Christian church. You know, they're gonna tell you that you can be whoever you want to be, and Jesus will accept you, and it's a lie. I mean, Jesus will accept you, but Yahweh Shai, He's gonna put your ass to death. All right. Let's go to the book of Psalms real quick, because you know the Lord uses Esau to put judgment on Jake, on Israel. Psalm 17 and 13. It says, "Arise, O Lord Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword." So the wicked is the sword of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. He will use the wicked, you know, the border of wickedness is who is Esau Edom. He will use Esau Edom to bring judgment on Israel, which if you go through history, that's exactly what he did. Esau has destroyed all 12 tribes and rule over them. All right. But hey, you know, these people are gonna get their judgment real soon, and it's gonna be on a higher level, on a higher scale. All right. That's why we teach against the alphabet community, because it's wrong. I mean, we're trying to save you, but at the end of the day, you're gonna get put to death if it don't come by, you know, the famine, or different pestilences, you know, or you know, somebody running up in your house murdering you, or some type of hey, look what happened this past June with the bumps. I'm not gonna say the name, but the bumps that people were getting. That was in the alphabet community, mostly in the alphabet community. And that kind of went away. You haven't really heard about that in a while. But the Lord is gonna bring something stronger than that. All right. At the end of the day, it's gonna be thermonuclear fire caused by missiles. Let's get Second Ezra chapter 15 and 6. It says, "For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore said the Lord Yahweh, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually." So if the souls of the just complaining to the Lord how wicked this place is, he's saying how wicked it is, how wicked it is. He's gonna bring judgment on these people. We want a righteous kingdom. We want to be able to put everything in order the way it's supposed to be. And this is totally against how it's supposed to be. So that's gonna be done away with real soon. All right, but going back to this movie, if I can pull it back up. Yeah, this guy was a freak, man. And I did see the part on the show where the officers came in. You had the alphabet Jake that ran out, saying that he found the officer, said the guy was trying to kill him. They went in and they were smelling all of that, the stuff that was, they seen the blood, and then they found the pictures. Man, it took them too long to understand that this guy, we need to lock this guy up. And you go in somebody's house and you see a mattress with blood on it, you gonna suspect something. You're gonna put them in handcuffs and investigate until you figure out what happened. If you smell like rotten corpses in somebody's house and you see blood, you're gonna automatically suspect something. These officers was being dumbasses because they were all Edomites. It takes a lot for them to lock up another Edomite. But if that was Jake, as a matter of fact, when Jake found the police, they wanted to lock his ass up, but he was asking for help. And why would this nigga be in this dude's apartment with it smelling like that with blood? I believe he was drugged. Like I said, I haven't seen the whole thing, but Jake's simple as hell, man. And not only that, this dude was wicked as hell. He should have received that judgment too. But this particular one got away. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there. Didn't want to spend too much time on this. But I saw this show pop up, and it took me back to when this made world news. And then again, Esau been doing this shit. Esau is disgusting, man. They've been doing this to us. All right, so I'm gonna end it right there, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakak Wadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us his truth, and shalom to the hopefully elect.